Hello and welcome to or back to the channel and welcome to another TEW IX experiment video here today. Asking the question, what if The Rock never left WWE in 2004? We are here, Thursday the 1st of April 2004. In real life, The Rock wrestled his final match at WrestleMania 20, March 14th, 2004, about 3 weeks, a month beforehand to where we are now. When he and Mick Foley lost in the 3-on-2 handicap match to Ric Flair, Randy Orton and Batista. He would then make sporadic appearances throughout the year before his contract would eventually expire at the end of 2004, and he would go off to start his Hollywood career full time. The Rock then would not wrestle until, it would be not until 2010 at Survivor Series, teaming with John Cena to take on R-Truth and The Miz. Awesome Truth. And now, of course, The Rock's carried on his Hollywood career, made sporadic appearances in WWE, a couple WrestleMania matches with John Cena, one with Eric Rowan for some reason, back as the final boss and all of that, on his way to an Oscar nomination, perhaps. But we're going to ask the question, what if that didn't happen? What if The Rock re-signed? He re-signed his contract. He said Hollywood would be great, but this is my home. This is what I want to do with my life. I don't want to go off to Hollywood. I don't want to go off and maybe start a political career at some point because that's the way the world's heading. I want to stay in WWE. So let's find out. WrestleMania 20 has been and gone. The Rock will most likely be at WrestleMania 21. Who will he face? How many titles can he win? IRL, he wins another one, doesn't he? He wins the WWE Championship from CM Punk at the Royal Rumble 2012. And that's it. Other than the People's Championship, but that doesn't count. So let's find out. Asking the question here on TEW IX, what if The Rock never left for Hollywood? And we are here 4 years ago, or 17 years later. Friday the 1st of January 2021. And Jamie Noble, for the second time, is the best wrestler on the planet. And Melina's the best female. Okay, The Rock staying in the industry has really changed things. That he's the best company. Monty Brown and Brother Ray are the best tag team. Female tag team goes to Brie Bella and Michelle McCool. David Decker and The Undertaker fighting Jamie Noble and R-Truth at WrestleMania is the match of the year. This is a very weird reality where The Rock stayed in the business. Ric Flair Promotions. Okay, I'm going to have to pause a second. We will get to The Rock at some stage. Ric Flair Promotions opened up in 2007. So the Ric Flair, I imagine, retired a little early. Instead of retiring in March 2008 at WrestleMania 24, he retired at WrestleMania 23, let's say. And kicked off Ric Flair Promotions in Charlotte, North Carolina, a company headlined by Daniel Bryan, Jigsaw, The Amazing Red, Roddy Piper, Evan Bourne, Spanky, Brian Kendrick, Matt Hardy, superstars we will not name. Sure, Ric Flair Promotions, AJ Styles a 2-time champ, Shelton Benjamin got one, Homicide, Ric Flair was the inaugural champion, obviously, he held it for 553 days, Jesus, and defended it twice, before losing it to Homicide to be a real champion. There's always something in these videos that just distracts the hell out of me, and Ric Flair Promotions is that. Matt Bentley is the US champ, which has had a lot more champions. Ric Flair Promotions, everybody. It's an extremely prestigious, big company with a lot of momentum. It has a Hall of Fame with Bison Smith and, you guessed it, Ric Flair, who retired in 2012. He just left WWE instead. They were like, I think it's time for you to retire. And he was like, F off. I'm going to start my own company. And when I retire eventually, I'm going to hand it to Necro Butcher. Which... Sure thing, Rick. Sure thing. Let's ask the question. I'm sure we're all wondering. Ric Flair. We're about 4 minutes in. We're 2.5 minutes past the time skip, and I haven't even looked at what The Rock is. I got far too distracted with Ric Flair. who is deceased, R.I.P. He passed away in May of 2020. I'll point it out. So Ric Flair was the only member of the Hall of Fame. He headlined 8 big shows, a key owner in the company's history. And then he died in May 2020, and they were like, all right, let's get Bison in here now. I like to imagine that Rick was like, I'm going to be the only member of this Hall of Fame. And then he died, and Necro Butcher was like, let's shove Bison in there. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted. To answer the question, what if The Rock never left WWE? Ric Flair dies. I'm making it sound like The Rock murders him. He stays in the business and he murders him. Any other companies? Shakara Pro. AEW doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. I had to do the math on a minute for a second there to see if it should. Paradise Pro Wrestling, that sounds lovely, in Hawaii. Owned by Bob Holly. I'm far too distracted. Ric Flair Promotions, we've looked at that. I always got distracted again. Sorry. Let's go and have a look at, the man of the hour, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who has retired. He's still in the WWE contract as a personality and a road agent, but he is retired from wrestling officially. Let's have a look at his title history, shall we? So he retired IRL with 6 WWE heavyweight titles, WWE championships, and he won 3 more. Nope, he had I can't even do the math. He had 7, and he's won 2 more. So he won, having retired IRL, he won 1 in January 2012. And in this universe, he did not win the WWE title again until October 2024. So he was a bit better off. I do see a world title down there, but so he won the WWE Championship in October 2014, lost it in January 2015, 112 days, 4 defenses, and then he won it again in August 2020. And he lost it December 2020, 111 days, 6 defenses. So The Rock had it a month ago, and he I assume got injured maybe. He retired. He lost the title and then he retired. He won the Rumble on 4 more occasions. He said he gave a big old rocky middle finger to Stone Cold's record, and he won the Rumble in 2009 instead of Edge, in 2014 instead of Batista, in 2016 instead of Roman Reigns? No. Yes, Triple H won the 2016 Rumble for the WWE title, and in 2019 instead of Seth Rollins. There you go. Makes you think, these videos. So yeah, 9-time WWE champion and a 4-time World Heavyweight title champion. Of course, IRL, his final match was in March of 2004. In this universe, he sticks around, and in September of 2004, he won the world title. He held it till March of 2005, 183 days, 5 defenses. He held it again for 183 days, August 2005 SummerSlam to February 2006, No Way Out. So he lost it and he won it back 5 months later. Then he didn't hold it again till 2009, December 2009, just before the New Year, till April 2010, WrestleMania, I assume, 97 days. July 2010, he won it back till November 2010, 126 days. And then January 2018 till May 2018. So he didn't win the WWE title for a while because he was winning world titles. He is a 14-time world champion, a 5-time Rumble winner. No more tag titles, no more Intercontinental titles. He just focused on the world titles, and he stacked them up a little bit. He won 6 world titles in his extra 17 years in the business. So I guess you just kind of compare them. 6 world titles in those 17 years. The 1 world title he won in 2011. And his Hollywood career. And the final boss, because the final boss doesn't happen. He doesn't become the people's champion in this universe. You can make of that what you will, really. Let's go. Power 500. He was number 2 in 2004, number 1 in 2005, best wrestler in the world. 2006 he was 9th. 2007 he was number 1, the best wrestler in the world. And then he was 7th, 4th, 21st, 11th. He's really slipped down a bit. 2012 he's back into the top 10 though. 9th, 5th in 2013. And then he was 11th, 22nd, 24th, 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 27th. He was consistent. Give Rocky that. He was WWE Male Wrestler of the Year in 2005 and 2007. And he was Male Wrestler of the Year in the world in 2005 and 2007 as well. He has been inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame early, and the Hall of Immortals worldwide. I assume he has retired for medical reasons. He was made their figurehead immediately, a title he held until his retirement. He was figurehead of WWE for 16 years. Constantly, he had a broken arm for a little bit. He was only out for a month. He broke his arm and he was out for a month. Jesus Christ, Dwayne. Just extensions. Retired due to injury in the end. And still with WWE. Popularity, what? Jesus Christ. Nearly 97 popularity across America. Nearly 100 pop. He's dead. Yeah, you know what? He is considered to be a physical wreck. He is severely impairing his ability to perform. I bet it is. So, staying with WWE, he gets 17 more years in the business. He gets 6 more world titles. He gets 4 Royal Rumbles. But he kills himself, more or less. His body's a wreck. He won't be able to go into acting now. He's going to be paralysed before he'll be in a wheelchair before he's 60, honestly. I mean, look, he'll be in a wheelchair next week at this stage. Jeez. But his stats were really good. Probably shouldn't wrestle anymore. Let's see what WWE states in. The Rock's still the major star. John Cena's up there. Let's see how him being there has impeded other people's growth. So the Royal Rumble winners were as follows: Shawn Michaels, Edge, Cena. So Cena won it in 2008 still. He won it in 2007 as well. Then The Rock. Then Big Show. Test. The Rock, Cena, The Rock. Test, The Rock. So we've got 15 Rumbles here. 1 for Shawn Michaels, 1 for Edge, 1 for Big Show. And then it's 4 for The Rock, 5 for Test, and 3 for John Cena. I was thinking maybe The Rock's rise would impede John Cena. But no. He's still got 3 Royal Rumbles. He's world champion right now. Has he got 16 world titles? He's not. He's got 7. He's got 8. So it impeded him a bit, honestly. But he's still an 8-time world champion, which is quite a lot. Had a brief tag team with the Big Show. 3 Royal Rumbles. Not quite Stone Cold's record. Well, he's got the joint second most Rumble wins with Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, and Test behind The Rock. Match history, just because I'm intrigued, I should probably go to Dwayne for that, actually. Let's get Rocky. And we will have a look at Test as well, because for some reason The Rock's persistence in this business really helped Test's career. The Rock having to retire due to a major injury. And yeah, he ended his career on SmackDown, on his show. He won the WWE Championship. He had a little feud with John Cena to start the year, and then at SummerSlam, he defeated Christian and Mark Jindrak to win the world title. He beat Ray Buchanan, he beat Cena in truth. He beat Punk, he beat Cena, he beat Punk. The Rock's final match of his wrestling career, where he picked up that injury. He picked it up a few days later, but was against CM Punk for the WWE title. So he wrestled 3 weeks in a row. He gave the fans a show to end his career. He fought CM Punk, he fought Cena, and he fought CM Punk. And even with his body a wreck, he was pulling 81s. But The Rock, having a little tag team with Christian to take on John Cena and CM Punk, have formed the Mega Powers known as Better Together to feud with The Rock over the WWE title. I mean, yeah, The Rock versus Cena, The Rock and Christian versus Cena and Punk, then The Rock versus Cena and R-Truth in the Triple Threat, and then Rock, Punk, Rock, Cena, Rock, Punk. Okay. So The Rock's persistence in this business, it led to a deep friendship between John Cena and CM Punk for some reason. Sure. Better Together. John Cena's the leader. CM Punk, Damian Sandow, and Simon Dean. The Court of Chaos. And the Uprising. Okay. What's CM Punk's career like? We know what CM Punk's comments and thoughts about The Rock throughout. The Rock beat CM Punk for the day title in January of 2012. And with The Rock around, CM Punk has his tag team with John Cena, but he doesn't reach the heights. Championship-wise, in WWE, he has one Cruiserweight title, one US title, and that's it. No world titles, no Money in the Bank, nothing. So, let's just have a quick look at Mania, and then I'm going to summarise this. I'm just very intrigued. The Rock, the best match the company's ever had, has had a lot of hundreds. I want to have a look at WrestleMania, because I think WrestleMania is WrestleMania at the end of the day. And I'd love to know what is kind of, The Rock at WrestleMania. Just show me events, yeah. So we go to 2005 and WrestleMania 21. The Rock, we won't talk about The Rock's presence in this business, keeping other people alive. The Rock and Set Connection lost to Michaels and Edge. Ray and Randy were also in that match. I'm glad they were friends instead at WrestleMania 21 this time. WrestleMania 22, The Undertaker versus Triple H for the WWE title in the main event. Jeez. The Rock defeated Shawn Michaels, banger. WrestleMania 23, The Rock defeated Shawn Michaels, banger. That was a year-long feud. WrestleMania 24, my favourite WrestleMania, now sees The Rock not on the card, but William Regal defeated Kurt Angle in a cage match in the main event of WrestleMania. And Undertaker and Rey Mysterio are a tag team. It's a different world, lads. William Regal really becomes a top dog in this business, huh? And Undertaker and Rey are having a rivalry now. That was a short-lived tag team, but he's not here either. WrestleMania 26, The Rock loses in the main event to the Big Show. He drops the WWE title to the Big Show. You always got to keep an eye on Undertaker in these things. Eddie Guerrero defeats Cena and Undertaker in a triple threat. 27. There's no Dwayne. WrestleMania 28. This is also doing this to remind me of someone else I need to look at. Let me head on over to Jamie Noble really quickly, our two-time best wrestler on the planet. What's he up to? He's in the WWE system. He's a three-time world champ, one-time WWE champ, so a four-time world champion overall. He's won all the titles pretty much. Okay, I feel in a good place to summarise this now. So, what if, to answer the question, what if The Rock never left for Hollywood? He stayed in WWE in 2004. Christ. Ric Flair starts his own promotion and then passes away in the year 2020. The Rock goes on to have a successful career, 6 more world titles, 4 more Royal Rumbles, a record 5 Royal Rumble wins for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But it impedes other people. John Cena only becomes an 8-time world champion, face of the company right now, and now The Rock's finally retired. Cena has taken over as the face of the company, but Cena's only got a few years left. Iroh's retiring in 2025, might get a few more years in game, but he's not going to have the spell of dominance that he had. He won't get to 16. CM Punk never wins a world title. With The Rock's presence at the top of the card, there's no place for CM Punk. And that's sad. And I think it kind of highlights this. The Rock leaving left such a hole in the business. Obviously, John Cena filled that hole as the face of WWE, but other people rose like CM Punk. But with him staying, that hole never happens. Cena never becomes the 16-time world champ face of the business. I mean, I assume they haven't set a new figurehead, but I assume it will be John Cena when the time comes to make a new figurehead. I assume it's going to go to the face of Friday Night. It's John Cena over there. But CM Punk never reaches the heights that he could have. So I think that's the key point here. What if The Rock stayed in the business? He's an addict. He wrestled till he dropped, till he couldn't wrestle anymore. He had to retire. He won't get to go to Hollywood. He probably won't make it to past 60, honestly. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at his body. Where is it? Look at that. He's a physical wreck. The Rock, he won't, yeah. It's probably really affected his life going forward. But he had a successful career championship-wise. But I think overall the main thing is he impeded a lot of superstars coming through. You know, Cena up now as the face of the company, but right at the end of his career, honestly. CM Punk never reaches those heights, and a lot of people probably didn't either. And I think that is going to be it. Jeez. This got depressing quickly. I mean, it started with 2 minutes on the Ric Flair's promotion and Ric Flair dying, so, you know. There was only so happy this video was going to get. This has got quite long. I get distracted easier. Undertaker's still wrestling full time, by the way. World champ. I mean, he's a 14-time world champ as well. Let's have a little look. I know you fought The Rock throughout the years. Anything? It's just WrestleMania you got to check with him, isn't it? WrestleMania 33, he defeated Chris Jericho and Paul London. Paul London always does well in these things, doesn't he? The Rock defeated Undertaker and Damien Sandow to retain the world title. What a world. Anyway, what if The Rock stayed in the business? I think. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's in a better state in this world or IRL? The Rock, obviously, majorly affected. He never has his movie career. His body is a wreck. He got 5 more world titles than he has. 4 more Rumbles than he has. Is it worth it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Overall, I think probably our world better. The Rock probably happier. And we got his final boss shtick, which, fine, you know. But John Cena filled the hole that The Rock left. And without it, I guess there's one more person you have to check. Roman Reigns. The Rock stays in the business and does not give his cousin the rub. Without him, WWE never go looking for a new Rock in his cousin. He's in the business, but he's never had a permanent job. The top 25 matches of Roman Reigns' career, no tribal chief. He has fought 10 times in his career. His best match was a 30 rated match, losing to Big Baby Slime. So yeah, no real Big Cena, no CM Punk, massive, you know, no world titles for Punk, and no Roman Reigns. To answer the question of what if The Rock's never left WWE and never went Hollywood, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of how this world turned out? What do you think actually would have happened if The Rock never left for Hollywood, decided to stay with WWE for life? Let me know your thoughts, and let me know any suggestions for experiments you would like to see done. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe for more so you do not miss a thing. And as always, I just want to say a very big and special thank you for watching.